Tongan Tala national netball side believes the experience of 3 key players named in their 15-member squad will boost the team's campaign at the 2023 Netball World Cup in South Africa. Former Silver Fern Catherine Tuivaiti, former Australian rep Mo'onia Gerard, and former Australian Olympian Jessica Ngawamo have all been named in the Tala squad. Head coach Jakwa Pori Makia Simpson says the players will add leadership and knowledge to the team. RNZ Pacific senior sports journalist Eliesa Tora spoke with Jakwa on Tala's hopes and preparation.
What is probably your first comments on the team that has been named?
Look, I think it's probably, we're excited, really excited. I don't think we could have pulled together a stronger squad than what we have. It's an exciting time for the players that have been selected. It's a fairly rigorous process. And, you know, we've been looking at players since World Cup qualifiers in July last year. And in actual fact, probably since we started forming our new Tala squad from March in 2022. So, you know, it's exciting for us to name 15 going to a World Cup, and it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for them.
There's been interest on the selection of Kathy Tuivaiti from the Silver Ferns, Monia Gerard and Jessica Ngawamo in the 15. What are you looking at with, especially with Kathy and Monia, having that experience previously with New Zealand and Australia?
Yeah, well, I think that's a big part of it, isn't it? You can't coach the experience that they have. This is our first World Cup, and what they will bring to this group is leadership and knowledge experience that we didn't have, and there's real value in that. You know, Kat has, she competed with us at the Pacific Oz Sports Series in the Gold Coast recently in April, and it was just incredible to have her as part of our group. Monia came into our selection camp for us last month in May and joined our group, and that was really, really exciting to have her with us. And, you know, she's returned back to netball after having another baby, and that's super exciting. And her form is getting better and better and better, so we are extremely privileged to have them as part of our group.
Jessica Ngawamo played beach volleyball, I believe, and then had some basketball and netball experience. What do you see her bringing into the team?
Yeah, Jessica comes with an enormous amount of experience at an elite level. So, yes, she was formerly an Australian beach volleyball player, and the behaviours and her physical capacity to be ready for a World Cup is just outstanding, and we're excited to see what she does with this opportunity. This is not the first time Jessica has been with us. She was with the Tala as a training partner also on the Gold Coast in our series that we won there in April, and she's just getting stronger and stronger and better, so we're excited to see what she can bring to the group.
You have a preparation plan moving the team forward to the World Cup. Does that include matches? I believe there is a camp in New Zealand. Can you share that with us?
Yeah, we do. We have a training camp in New Zealand very soon, actually, at the end of this month. And I'm super excited to get our 15 together and ready. You know, and this is when we actually start preparing as a group and starting to get some of those connections, working with each other. There will be some matches included in that, but that's just part of the preparation and us understanding and starting to get ready for July. Look, it's a really crucial time for us, and I'm super excited to get them together at the end of the month.
You've named 15 players. Do we know who are the playing reserves from the 15?
No, we actually don't. Myself and Bryony Akel, the specialist coach that we have for Tala, we were quite deliberate in selecting 15 at this stage. That provides the players with extra opportunities to put their best foot forward, and it also gives us some time to be certain about the decisions that we're making. So we actually haven't selected our 12 plus 3 just yet.
There were members of Tala coming through from last year and this year who might have missed the selection for the World Cup this time. What message can you give them looking towards the Pacific Games and other commitments in future?
Yeah, look, I think as a coach, that's the hardest thing to do, isn't it, is to select your team. I'm very open with my players, and I actually called every single one of them, even those that were not successful this time round. And I think it's important to show them the respect to have that conversation instead of just publicly announce. So those calls were made to everybody prior to public announcement. You know, it's interesting because there were a couple of players that have been with us previously that were unsuccessful this time, but on the opposite side of that too, we've got players that are in this 15 that never made the selection for the World Cup qualifiers, and they've put the work in, and they have done themselves very, very proud and have found themselves back in the mix. So it actually works both ways. Now, I have spoken to all of those players that haven't been selected, have given them feedback on why we have made the decisions that we did, and this is just one opportunity. Look, it's not lost on me that it's a very big one. Well, it's probably the biggest. But for those that probably aren't aware, every time our team have competed, there have been changes in my team every single time.